Hi guys, welcome back to the UK and Ireland tour. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have our first game in the JD Welsh Cup for this season. We're against Cymru Northside Denbigh, and then we follow it up with a game against Caernarfon in the league. Since you were last with us, we continue to be unbeaten. We have won every single game that we have played so far, and we've had some tough resistance in one or two matches as well. The game recently against Penabont was a very tough game, and we were quite lucky in the end. A deflected strike from Harley Hamilton managed to get us the win in that one. But other than that, we've looked very comfortable in all the matches for the most part since you were last with us. We only won 1-0 against Haverfordwest, but we could have had 4 or 5. We continue to create a lot of chances. Hopefully that will continue again today. In the Nathaniel Cup quarter-final, we played Bala. Of course, the first episode of this season, we also played Bala, so we will not be showing that. And we follow up, we actually follow up with an away game against them as well. Um, I was looking into the fixtures as well, and we play each team twice, and then the league splits. So it's a 32 game season. The league goes into a 22 game format to start with, and then it splits into top six and bottom six. So there's going to be some very tough games come the end of the season, but obviously we're hopeful that we'll certainly be with this title race, and if we can continue this form, we will be very close to potentially confirming the title. In relation to number of points accrued so far, we're 8 points clear of last season's victors. The New Saints. They used to be Total Network Solutions, but the New Saints, and we're 8 points clear now. In terms of the league table last season, the final table after the 32 games, TNS only managed 66 points, and we're nearly halfway there. Um, and we'll have only played about a third of the league game. So if we win our next league match, we'll be halfway to their total points total of last season. And 33 points was enough to actually stay in the league last year. So we've already done what we set out to do, and that was, of course, to stay in the league. In my opinion, we're way ahead of everything at the moment. Um, we've got different focuses today, of course, with this Welsh Cup tie. We are going to rotate a little bit as well. There's quite a lot of fixture congestion at the moment because obviously we're still in the Nathaniel Cup as well. So there is going to be a little bit of rotation in there today, like I say, and hopefully it'll give an opportunity to one or two other players in the side. McClafferty is actually on international duty, so he will miss out on a chance today. But for the most part, the whole of the starting 11 is different to the one that played in the previous match. Um, Joe White could have an opportunity to come on off the bench. He is yet to really get an opportunity this season, if truth be told. We'll get Billy Leach to start on the left. Mima can start up front as well. It's just to give us a few extra looks at some of these fringe players again. And a lot of them do want more game time. We have started to get a few issues from the side regarding wanting more game time. So it's going to be one of them things that we're really going to have to knuckle down and see how well we do. Denbigh Town, incidentally, yes, they're a level below us, but they are second in the league, so they're in good form themselves. And we need to go out there and get the job done. A few of the lads are complacent, and I think it's quite poor of some of them, to be honest, because obviously they're trying to. I'm trying to give them opportunities to play because that's what they require, obviously. But if they don't perform well, we're not going to play them regularly. And at the end of the day, it's completely down to them. Obviously, the Welsh Cup is the one that coincides with a little bit more money coming in. But any cup tie obviously is very important. But we need to go out there and we really need to put in a good performance. And the players that are the fringe players have got a big opportunity today against a reasonable informed side at the level below us. And hopefully we can go out there and just put on a good show, if truth be told. Here is Vincent. Back to the goalkeeper Ferdinand, who hasn't been too bad. We actually put Rogerson back in goal for the game against Penabont because Penabont have been a bit of a hit and miss team in general this season, but they have had some good results along the way. Cutbush here into Evans Harriet, and Evans Harriet has scored, but he's offside. So good signs in that we're getting forward, but at the same time, him and Hereford are the main two starters that we've got in this 11 today. And once again, it's the players that haven't been rotated that seem to have made a bit of an impact. But so far, it remains 0-0. And truth be told, we've put in a bit of a poor performance so far. Here's Richards into Beaumont. Now Parry. Back to Richards again. And incidentally, Denbigh are actually performing quite admirably at the moment. We're not turned up so far. And I think we're going to have to make some substitutions at half time at this rate because we're not playing anywhere near to our capability. And Brown with a strike there goes wide. And we're going to demand more from the team because this is quite unacceptable. Denbigh have had a lot more attempts at goal. Neither side has had a shot on target as of yet. But this has been a very poor performance. And again, the players coming in and rotating have been poor today. And they're all moaning because we're not giving them enough football. And then when we do, they do this. Hereford and Evans Harriet, incidentally, aren't having good games either. So certainly changes may need to be be required here. Hereford and Evans Harriet, incidentally, are struggling for fitness, of course, because they are playing game in, game out at the moment. Here is Hereford. Swings it into the far post, looking for Evans Harriet, and this time he isn't offside and it counts. So the two regulars do link up and we take the lead here. Somewhat against the run of play of the first half, but it's good to see that the lads have woken up a bit here for the start of the second half. It was a good delivery from Hereford and a neat header from Evans Harriet for his 6th goal of the season. And straight at the other end from kickoff, Edureb knocking the ball into the penalty area. And there is a header from Richards, and that is a big opportunity for Denbigh there, right after we've scored as well. Just need to be a little bit mindful. We're going to pause there because, like I say, Hereford and Evans Harriet are absolutely shattered. Harley Hamilton can come on and Harvey Woods can come on along with Josh Hines because, again, Billy Leach has been shocking again. He's done, if truth be told. Armelindo Mima, I don't want to let him go, but it could be that we have to because he's not really been able to make that step up, unfortunately. But it remains 1-0. We've made a few changes there. Joe White getting an opportunity in at right back today. It's his first appearance of the season. I can't get my words out in today's episode, unfortunately. Adureb knocking it into the penalty. And there's Richards again, and that goal has been coming. He's constantly been a threat from those set pieces, and that's the second or third time he's had an effort goal. And Denbigh have drawn level, and it's not good from our point of view. And we'll pause there, and we're going to get Kenny Coker on for Amalindo Mima. Get that quality on up front again. Richards now into Beaumont. Back to Richards, looks over the top for Idurab, and he lays it across for Brown. And I tell you what, that's a big opportunity for Denbigh there. And we really do need to sort ourselves out here. We've been very poor today. It's, to be fair, that goal they've scored is actually their only shot on target. We've done a lot better in the game overall, but we just seem to be lacking a little bit. But unfortunately, with a few players getting unhappy about lack of game time, it does affect the whole squad. And it's always been a bit of a thing in Football Manager, unfortunately. But Cutbush has done really well there. It's a lovely finish from him. Big opportunity for him today. He's another player that wants first team football. We've said that we can't give it to him. We're looking at trying to sell him, if truth be told. That was a very well worked goal in the end down this left hand side. Harvey Woods playing it back into Vincent, and Cutbush with a reasonable strike there into the bottom corner of Denbigh, not covering himself in complete glory in the Denbigh goal. But based on the overall match stats now, yes, we deserve to win the game. But performance-wise, it's not been particularly brilliant, but it has taken some more of the first team regulars coming off the bench to secure the victory for us. Harvey Woods now, again coming down the left-hand side, finds Harvey Hamilton, and there is Coker with his 10th goal of the season, and it's 3-1. And again, Harvey Woods, Hamilton, and Coker, 3 of the main lads from the first team, linking up with the goal. And obviously, the first goal, before we made all the changes, the other two, Hereford and Evans Harriet, linking up for the goal as well. So, a number of these lads not covering themselves in glory. Defensively, we've not been too bad, really. But again, a little bit hit and miss in certain positions. But Leach, 6.4 is not good enough. Mima 6.4 again, not good enough. And Cutbush in the end had a good game, but of course he got the goal. Malone's done well in the holding midfield. Vincent, who we do rotate our left backs quite regularly, to be fair. Vincent and Gilbin have both done really well so far this season. So we certainly can't complain with them. We got there in the end. We're through to the third round of the Welsh Cup, despite a little bit of a hit and miss performance, but we got there in the end. Now we look to continue our league run. Caernarfon coming up in the second half of the episode, and hopefully, like I say, we can continue our unbeaten season. Okay, then, guys, here we go for the league game against Caernarfon. They're sat in sixth place in the league. They're only sat on 12 points. We're comfortably clear of them. Um, Hopefully, we can, like I say, just continue what we're doing. We've been exemplary so far. And overall, including the back end of last season, we're now 30 games in a row without defeat, which is absolutely remarkable, in my opinion. We have certainly built something very strong over here in Wales. Hopefully, we will be set to continue. Pretty much a full strength lineup today. Vincent struggling a little bit fitness wise, but he is fine to start today. Giblin will be on the bench as well. Hereford and Evans Harriet, of course, we did take them off relatively early in that cup tie, so they are fine to start as well. So our squad is at full strength basically for the start of this match, and obviously we've got the rotational options as well. Mima's being linked with a move away once again. Billy Leach, we just can't seem to find any parties interested in him at all. And it's a bit of a shame, really, because he's ended up a bit of a dead weight, unfortunately. Um, we are in the market potentially to look for one or two new signings, but financial perspective, we're not really capable. We're still trying to clear a little bit of the wage budget. As the ball goes in there, Moyo clears back to Elva Fontaine, and it's a good save there from Ferdinand in the air. Really good claim early on, and it said pre-match that he was a little bit nervous, if truth, in all honesty, but that should help him build his confidence a little bit. He's made a good early save there, and hopefully we can build on from it. A good little spell of possession from our point of view straight away as well. A minute and a half gone, and we've got an opportunity here, and it's Coca in behind, and he's hit the post. It comes back out to him. Cocoraccio went straight through him to try and stop him shooting, which, I mean, there was not really another option for the defender there. And it's going to be Hines from the penalty spot, and it's going to be Hines to convert the penalty into that top left-hand corner. Hines left, of course, not the keeper's. But that is a good start from our point of view. Good early touch from the keeper to settle his nerves. And we've gone to the other end. Coker unlucky not to have scored initially by hitting the post. But the penalty is converted. And hopefully we're going to be set for 11 league wins on the bounce here in the Premier. We're certainly setting every record possible here at Britain Ferry. And, you know, for a team that have never been at this level before, we've come in, we've completely changed their fortunes around as we make it 2-0 there. Evans Harriet drilling it low into Kenny Coker, who just diverts it into that bottom corner. And it was Prescott initially with the free kick, just lofting it over the top, and the defence wasn't switched on enough. Very easy goal to have scored there. And yeah, as I was saying, we've been fantastic. It's been a lot. I'm not going to say easier. It's been a lot simpler than I thought it would be to kick everything off. Obviously, Lloyd is in behind here, though, and Lewis Lloyd has scored his 11th goal of the season. So Caernarfon showing that they're not completely out of this game yet, but we're certainly dominating proceedings so far, and hopefully that will continue. But just need to be a little bit wary. Obviously, if you get into a rhythm with an unbeaten run, the players might just start getting a bit complacent as the ball gets swung in there from Prescott and King, making a good claim. And it remains 2-1. Then he launches it forward, looking for Lewis Lloyd. Tasker did well, winning that header, and Hamilton just lays it back to him. And now Kerry Evans into Hereford. Hines now back to Kerry Evans again. Tasker, Hamilton, Tasker back to Prescott, charging down this right hand side. finds Hereford on the edge of the penalty area, and Kenny Coker, what a thunderous hit from him. 12th goal of the season for Kenny Coker. Actually, I mean, the keeper, I thought, saved it, to be honest, but he could only touch it onto the woodwork, and we restore our 2-goal advantage. And again, Prescott doing well on this right-hand side. Hereford just playing it through, and Coker on his left foot, he got a hefty touch, in fact. I don't think it did go in off the woodwork. But it was a very neat goal. Tight offside, but a very well-timed run from Coker. And again, like I say, a very strong finish. So at 3-1, again, we're looking quite comfortable. We have a free kick here in a dangerous area. And it's gone to Hereford on the edge of the penalty area. He fires it in. And the shot from Hereford was actually off target, but it's fallen nicely for Charlie Tasker. And it's his first goal for the club. Not the kind of goal that I've expected our centre-back to score. And I mean, to be fair, looking at that, I thought it may have been offside. And to be fair, it is a tight offside. So it's gone from Hamilton. Hereford, I mean, it was Hereford's shot and he should have been offside, but they've played it as offside from the free kick. So a bit of a strange one. I think we may have gotten away with one there, if truth be told. But at 4-1, it's certainly game over now. Hereford into Vincent and now Hines. Chopped into by Arai over Fontaine. Into Melvin and pick up, looking over the top, and Ferdinand again looking reasonably assured in goal. He wants more game time as well. Obviously, at the start of the season, we rotated quite regularly between him and Rogerson, and Hines has found Kenny Coker, who's in behind again, and it's in off the inside of the post. It's a hat trick for Kenny Coker. It's his second hat trick of the season, and Ferdinand launching it forward. Hines with the header, Coker not nearly offside that time, and Cocoraccio learnt from last time not to bring him down because of the potential penalty, but despite being forced out wide, he finished it very, very well, and all of a sudden, after it being reasonably close, in the opening half an hour, we have pulled away, and the job is definitely done already here today, and hopefully we can push on and try and get another very sizable win. I mean, at 5-1, it already is a sizable win. But obviously, against Pontypridd United, for example, we had a 7-0 earlier in the season. This could rival that, but Lewis Lloyd latching onto a poor pass from Charlie Tasker and scoring. It's 5-2. Very poor defensively that time. We need to just be a little bit wary. Not necessarily because of the scoreline, but we can't be giving goals away like that. It's certainly very poor. Here's Hamilton. Oh, what an effort from him over the crossbar. Really good run through that central midfield. And it remains 5-2. Prescott with a free kick on this right-hand side. Lays it in to Charlie Tasker. Now Prescott again coming down the right-hand side. He's had a very good game again today, Prescott. Swings it in. Kenny Coker was there. He couldn't quite win the header over Cocoraccio. And now Vincent into Hines. And it's ended up going clean over the crossbar. And he should have hit the target there, really. But it's been a very strong performance from the lads. And we've actually got a bit of a break until the next game of 6 days, which is a novelty. Tasker into Hamilton, lofts it back in, and Coker at the far post just over the bar again. And I mean, we're creating so many opportunities. And again, yes, we've scored 5 goals, but we're not. Some of the chances we're getting, we could be putting a lot more away than we are. And now Arai coming forward on the left-hand side. Chance for Ken Arfin to potentially actually get themselves back into this game. And he's still going into the penalty area. Lays it to the edge for pick-up. And it's come off Malcolm Melvin. And it's now 5-3. And from a defensive perspective, this is probably our worst performance of the season, conceding 3 goals. And I'm going to just demand a little bit more from the lads, if truth be told, because the fact that we were 5-1 up at half time and we've conceded 2 goals here in this second half certainly isn't good enough. Mima and Woods are going to come on. Hereford's on a yellow card, so Malone can come off for him. Likewise, Kerry Evans for Tompkins. Vincent's struggling, so Giblin can come on as well. And we've got to be careful that we're not going to throw this away. They've come out in this second half and they're really trying to fight. We're still creating plenty of opportunities. But again, we've not put any more of them away. But that second half performance is certainly not good enough from our point of view. Jekyll and Hyde performance. And I mean, Tasker was poor for a start. He shouldn't have giving the ball away quite so easily. And we got the win. It's 11 wins from 11. We're 11 points clear of TNS. Obviously, they do have the game in hand, which I'm guessing is, well, it should be midweek, I would have thought. Where am I? Let's have a look. The TNS play Penabon in 4, so that could be a good game, to be fair. And that's actually on the Saturday, and we play following Friday, looks of it. So that's coming up, that one for them. Obviously, we've got a cup tie there as well. So in relation to the league, obviously things are going to push on a little bit. We've got Carmarthen in the Welsh Cup, so that'll be tomorrow's episode, and we've also going to have Colwyn Bay at home as well. So a little bit of congestion again with fixtures in that part of November because we've got TNS again there at the end. I say at the end of the month, it's midway through November, and we don't play again until mid-December. A bit of a strange gap there, but we're certainly looking very good. Obviously, defensively, that's our worst performance of the season. So just need to be a little bit mindful. But our constant winning form continues. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.